this is going to be the last video that I drop on NBA 2K18. And that's on baby!
That's true, that right. She sippin' one wet and yeah, I swear it get her wetter. My Louboutin's news on my bottom say it's redder. No, I'm not alright.
But anyway, y'all, you guys see me entering the park, man. As you can see, this park is hella dead. There's nobody. Like, this is like 11 o'clock in the morning, bro. And there's only like 3 courts playing in the entire park. Now, this is the 2K that killed it for me. And for a lot of the OG subscribers, you guys know this, that this was the 2K that killed it for me straight up. This was the most trash 2K that I've played since 2K11. Now at the beginning of this 2K, everyone was getting hyped up. We was getting hyped up over how there were going to be dual archetypes. We was getting hyped up because we thought that this game was going to be the next level shit. I thought this game was going to be some next level stuff because it's the first time dual archetypes was brought to 2K. But the bad thing about this being the first 2K with dual archetypes is that there were a lot of tweaks that was not able to get worked out. I mean, at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was skeptical about there being dual archetypes on this game. I thought that shit was gonna be way too overpowered because people are basically gonna make a sharpshooting playmaker that could break ankles and dribble all day and not run out of stamina and all this crazy stuff. And I mean, this game did have some OP archetypes, but the dual archetypes, I think it was a dub. Because 2K brought us something that they never brought us before. It's just a lot of tweaks, like I said, were not worked out. The other thing with this game, bro, they took away, the biggest thing for me that killed it, probably one of the biggest things, was the mascots. They took away the mascots. So like, I know I spoke about this before in previous videos, but straight up, that was just a disgrace. Because people grinded all day, bro. People grinded all day just to get a mascot. A mascot was like the nigga we made it type thing. You know what I mean? It was like, it was something that was worth grinding for. And they just took that out of this game like nobody cared about the mascots. Like we all know, bro. We all know that the mascots were lit on 2K17. Everybody wanted a mascot. Everyone wanted to be Superstar 3. Even when 2K17 was dead, people kept grinding just to get a mascot. There are people that still stream 2K17. But yeah, man, like the mascot situation, that was one of the first things that messed it up for me. I mean, I'm glad that they let us continue to take our shirts off. You know what I mean? That was cool. So we were able to take our shirts off in 91 overall, which was pretty dope. But at the same time, after you're able to take your shirt off at 91 overall, there's really not that much to do. Because if you keep grinding, at 90 overall you get a bike, and if you keep grinding, I think maybe you get like a skateboard and some other stuff. But nothing was able to compare to the mascot, man. Like nothing was able to compare to the mascot. And I'm gonna give props to 2K. They added a lot of new features this year. They added, you know, the 3D animations, us being able to walk around in the park, us being able to walk inside stores. You know what I mean? It was something that I never saw on a 2K before. But the thing is, they never improved the gameplay. They were more focused on the features than the actual gameplay itself. Because if 2K learned anything from 17, is that people care more about the gameplay than anything else. Because on 17, we loaded into the parks, you know what I mean? It didn't have all these crazy features that 2K18 has. But people like that game better. Why? Because the gameplay was better. As crazy as it sounds, how horrible 2K17 was, with all of the OP dribble shit going on, with all of the OP sharpshooters being able to shoot from half court and all this crazy stuff, that game was more lit than 18, and I know hella people agree. Now 2K did get a dub when they fixed those reaching animations, because on 17 people used to reach for days and strip the ball. Lockdown defenders were way too OP. They tapered down on the lockdown defenders. I was loving that. But the thing is, they messed up the dribbling on this game. You guys can't tell me, bro. The dribbling on this game, it's like your player is so stiff when he dribbles, and it's like you can't control the animations that he does. The first thing that messed up the dribbling is when they took back the step back move. When on 17 people used to spam the step back move, yes. but that move really was able to help create space, and it wasn't something, it was something they could have tweaked instead of taking out of the game. Because not only that dribble move, the step back move, for those OG 2K17 players, you know what I'm talking about, but just everything, man. I mean, it's just they just made the dribbling so stiff. I mean, I've never played NBA Live before, but the dribbling on this 2K, I would compare it to like an NBA Live, man. Like, you can't control what your player's doing. That's the reason why I made a big man. This is the entire reason why I made a big man, because the dribbling on this game was so retarded that, I mean, it just made having a guard boring and dry. I mean, the dribbling was so horrible on this game that people literally was spamming, even bums were spamming that back and forth animation. You guys know what I'm talking about, man. That back and forth animation, all you would need to do is get a shot creator, or you didn't even need to speed boost this year. You didn't even need a speed boost to get around people. All you needed to do was just spam that back and forth animation around a screen, or even if you didn't even really need a screen, but if you had a screen, it was more OP. But all you would need to do was spam that back and forth animation, and you would be able to get buckets. You would be able to get open. If you have a shot creator, you could just drift. It didn't matter. Like, speed boosting did not matter this year. And the sweetest part about how they set up the dribble animations is, if for some reason you did not know how to spam the back and forth animation, you could just simply get a blow by animation. You could just simply get the blow by animation and get past your dude every single time. I mean, that was just way too OP. And the thing this year is the pullback animation. People would get, sharpshooters would get so much space off of that pullback animation. It, like you see right here, he got the little space off the pullback animation. Like, this year you did not need a speed boost. You did not really need to know how to dribble. You could just spam 3 moves: that pullback animation, the blow by cheese, or the back and forth animation. That was basically all there was to the dribbling this year. That's how stiff it was. Now, I'm a major parkhead, so I am going to speak on this. 2K, if they need to bring back the different affiliates, Sunset Beach, Ballers. They need to bring back those different affiliates. They can't just connect them all on one court, because people don't, you know what I mean? Like, there's no oh, I'm from this, you know, there's less of a competitive edge on Park when they took that out, man. But we'll see, y'all. On NBA 2K19, I hope that there is major improvements, man. I have not seen any of the trailers, but I'm crossing my fingers. I'm just going to play that game and see how it does.
Trap money, penny. This shit got me in my feelings. Gotta be real with it. Yeah. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding?